Hi guys, Minnie here. Welcome back to another episode of Elite Dangerous. I have been trading and trading and trading. I currently have about 63 million credits. So my goal is to get up to about 76 to 80 million so I can buy a Fer-de-Lance. So this is pretty much going to be another trading episode while I'm trying to get enough cash to get a brand new ship so I can actually start blowing stuff up again. So we're in Shanghai, as always. Going to be moving some superconductors from Shanghai over to Erventju to Anyu Franco Terminal. Same trade run I always do. Launch.
Contacting Starport Control. Pre-launch diagnostics checked. Prepping for dust-off. Stand by for launch. Stand by. Launch.
Take us up.
Affirmative. 30 meters, you have the con. Landing modules retracted.
Oh, wait for that Lakon Type 7 to get out of the way. And out we go. So I've been doing a bit of trading in between. I haven't really had a lot of time to record very much recently, which is okay. And with the new power play update that did come out, all my HUD got reset, which is cool, because I can actually see where bad guys are and how all that works. Open galaxy map. We are going to Erventju. And we're going to check fastest route, because I always forget to do that, because I just booted up the game. Prepare to jump.
Afterburners, maximizing engines. Distancing, stand by. The FTL is charged and ready. Stand by. Engaging jump.
So I've been playing around a little bit more with Dark, getting a few more things programmed into them, mainly just like the docking command, which the new power play update does make it to where your ship doesn't come in at like 2 pips of energy, and figuring out, you know, super cruise settings with him on adjusting the throttle when I tell him to, like, if I say 75%, he'll actually back it down to the perfect level of engines to actually come in on a station and stuff like that. Another thing I've been doing is learning actually how to approach stations, which I think I covered in my last video, but I'm not sure. If you approach a planet from like the top or the bottom and then try to hit the station from the inside of its orbit, more often than not you'll come in on the front or the front side of it, which does make docking a lot easier, especially in a large ship like the Lakon Type 9. Jump.
Jumping to light speed.
And being able to just use voice attack with Dark to just give voice commands makes it so much easier for me, because I don't have to use the keyboard as much as I used to. Most of the commands that I used to use the keyboard for, except for the menus in the station, I can just do by voice command. I haven't programmed in stuff for auto buy, auto sell commodities. I'm pretty sure I could do that, but it would take a little bit more time than I'm willing to invest to get it all programmed properly. Now, the last couple times I did do this trade run, I got interdicted like 4 times in a row on one route, and I almost died. I got my hull down to like 50% from this one guy, so it was pretty unlucky. Hopefully that doesn't happen today. Jump.
Jumping to light speed.
But having Dark for the voice attack software does lend the game a little bit more immersion than I guess you would normally playing solo, and it does make it a bit easier just because you're able to give, you know, standardized voice commands for certain things that he'll do for you, which is really nice, like balancing power and stuff like that. I imagine it's going to come really in handy once I actually get my new combat ship and start doing like bounty hunting again. Navigation. 75%.
OK, 75. Readying now.
And luckily, Anu Franco Terminal is like very close to the star. So I tell him 75%, and that throttle goes just where it needs to. It'll bring me up to about 6 to 7 seconds, and then automatically slow down. And all I have to do is fly the ship in. I don't have to play with the throttle at all. I just tell him that, and I get the perfect approach speed. It's fantastic. So Anu Franco is that tiny little light right there. I'm going to come in directly above the planet, and then swoop inside its orbit. And hopefully hit the station dead on or close to it. I haven't had any trouble doing that. So this is pretty much my new approach method for any station. It's pretty good. Disengage.
Disengaging jump.
Whabam on you, Franco Terminal. And look, there's the docking port right in the front, which is pretty awesome. I generally don't have to mess around as much. Dock.
Contacting starport control.
So I told him dock, and he goes automatically to the navigation panel, scrolls over twice to communications, hits spacebar, scrolls down one, requests docking, and then
contacting
turns...
starport control.
Yeah. And he automatically requests docking, which is cool. Another keyword I have set up for that is request docking, and he does it again. But it has to be to where if you open the navigation panel, it has to be on navigation, because he'll click over twice, select that, go down, and request docking, like that. So that's how it works. It's a set of key commands. He doesn't actually know what he's doing. He just does what he's programmed to do. And if one of the things is like misaligned, or if I had a different window open, then some of the voice commands don't quite work. Open galaxy map. And I know he's bringing me in, so I don't have to worry about the docking or anything like that. Close galaxy map. I accidentally bumped the throttle there.
Docking successful.
And there we go.
Engines disengaged.
Refuel, commodities market. And we're going to sell all these superconductors. There we go, 64 million. Progenitor cells. And we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Lights on.
Lights on.
Take us up.
Ascending, retracting modules. Handing you the con.
Landing gear retracted.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have authorization to be inside the docking bay?
Boost.
Afterburners, maximizing engines.
Prepare to jump.
Afterburners, maximizing engines. Distancing, standby. The FTL is charged and ready. Standby. Engaging jump.
Drive charging.
Now that's a set of commands that was already programmed into voice attack for the Elite Dangerous profile. I had to change the keyword that I used to actually give him that command, but it's fine really. All I have to do is say, prepare to jump, and he'll boost and then wait a certain amount of time. With a ship like this, it's not effective right out the docking bay, so you kind of have to get a little bit of distance first and or boost twice. And then you'll actually get out of that 5.5 kilometer mass lock range from the station, and then you can jump. Speaking of which, engage frameshift drive.
Jumping to light speed.
Charging.
So there's different audio cues that you can also use with Dark to give the same command. So if you find yourself using variations of a single phrase, then you can program that in, and once the software detects it, he'll give the appropriate response and take the appropriate action. Some stuff is just bullshit, like I'm a genius.
Your logic is impeccable.
See, like that. Gonna be using the same approach vector. However, Tang Hub has a moon around it as well, so there's 2 white dots there, as you can see, and the station is orbiting the inner planet, if I remember correctly. Zoom in, max.
Decreasing sensor range to a minimum.
That's a handy command as well. Being able to adjust your sensors with voice commands rather than searching for the hotkeys, which is very handy in combat and when approaching stations to see if someone's coming up behind you to try to interdict you. I didn't even pay attention to how much cash I made last run. Let's check it this time. Making 1,200 credits per ton. That is 633,000. I might need to find a different trade route. This one seems to be drying up. I mean, 633k is nice, but I'd like to get 1,300 plus credit per ton
Ship released. Engines engaged.
if I can.
3, 2, 1.
So, pro tip, when jumping between stars on a trade run, throttle down. You don't want to hit the sun. Or star, or whichever system you're going to. So I've made that mistake a few times, and it's not been fun. 75%.
Okay, 75. Readying now.
I'm still getting used to the different HUD colors. I'm used to having everything blue, but I don't know. I guess I'll play with default colors, then I'll know what I'm looking at most of the time. Because to me, red was friendly, and blue was bad, and yellow was allies, and yeah. So I think I'll stick with the standard orange color from now on so I know what I'm looking at when I'm looking on my sensors manager. I do like the blue, but for function's sake, the standard orange will have to do. Unless they give us the option to custom tune our colors in the future, which would be nice. If we can do custom paint jobs, we should be able to, you know, change the colors of lights. Disengage.
Disengaging jump.
Wha-bam! On you, Franco Terminal. Dock.
Contacting starport control.
Docking request granted.
So with the new docking AI that they implemented with Power Play, your ship will actually do full power to engines and systems. So a little bit to shields, mostly to engines, if you have shields, when you come into dock, and the ship will actually boost into position. And you'll actually get to the station almost as fast as you would manually instead of just slow boating the whole way. So it is a nice change. That is one thing I am happy about this update. As far as like the whole Power Play thing with pledging to a power and stuff like that, I haven't looked into it at all. I'm sure things need to be patched anyway. I've heard a lot of complaining and stuff about how some of the mechanics work. Or maybe I just don't understand enough, which that could definitely be a thing. Let's say I made 633k there, and I'm making 400,000? Really? $800 credits. Wow. Wow, that's almost not even worth my time anymore. I'm making maybe $1 million every 2 runs. Interesting. Alright, I'll be back as soon as I figure out what to do as far as trading goes, because this does not look good for me. Okay, so according to elitetradingtool.co.uk, I'm going to be moving progenitor cells all the way over to Branny, and then after that I'm going to be moving palladium and progenitor cells. So, we will see how this goes. I equipped a fuel scoop and an extra fuel tank, because I can do that now in this ship. I'm going to go ahead and refuel before we go. And, well, I guess we'll just montage on over there, shall we? Unless I get interdicted, because I'm hauling 504 tons of progenitor cells. Take us up.
Released.
Ascending to 30 meters. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
Lights on.
Gear retracted.
Lights on.
Okie dokie. We got a long way to go. Long way to go. I think it's like 7 or 8 jumps. So I think I'm finally leaving the old trade hub behind. Hopefully this new one will work out for me. Yeah, 10 plus jumps. We'll see how this goes. I've got heat sinks and chaff, so that should help keep some damage off my butt if I get interdicted, because I'm going a long way.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, refueling star. Awesome.
Fuel scooping.
We'll just sit here for a bit, I suppose. Oh, that was a nice pit stop. Looks like I have enough fuel to get to Brandy now. Let's continue on our way. Oh, joy! Okay, we're about to be interdicted. A good strategy, if I can get to it. It's an Eagle. Unlock the destination, drop Super Cruise. Look at where I need to go. Wait till frame shift cools down. He's probably going to pop in on us. Jump. Yep, there he is. Jump.
Jumping to light speed.
Charging.
Chaff. Deploy chaff.
Deploying chaff.
Deploy heat sink.
Heat sink deployed.
4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. Only took 2% hull damage. That was fun.
Fuel scooping.
Hey, next stop is Brandy. Jump.
Jumping to light speed.
Navigation.
Fuel scooping. Main fuel tank drained.
Oh no. Oh, good thing I have my reserve tank. Alright, we'll sit here for a bit. Navigation. We're going to our Santi Enterprise. I've never been here before. 75%.
75%.
75%.
Okay, 75. Readying now.
And sometimes he goes all the way down to 0 when I tell him to go to 75%. Don't know why. Disengage.
Disengaging jump.
So, we made it with just a few scratches, so that's good. Oh, wow, that's cool. It's got those big flailing arm things that are death if you approach from the back side of the station. If you get hit by them, which I have before, a long time ago. Okay, almost there. Dock.
Contacting starport control.
Docking request granted.
And I'll just let Dark bring me in. I do like the color of the station. It's all lit up red. This could be our new trade home.
Docking successful.
And here we are at Barsanti Enterprise. Okay, starport services. Reload my chaff and my heat sinks, repair the damage, refuel everything. Commodities market. Sell the progenitor cells. 900,000 per unit. Not as much as I was hoping, but I still made 400k. So we're going to be moving palladium back. Actually, let's see if we can see about refitting our ship for this trade run, and not for super long distance travel. There we go. We're back to hauling capacity. Commodities market. Palladium. Open galaxy map. Maradol. That's not far at all. 3 jumps.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
So we'll see how much money we make on this trade route. Whoa, that's a tiny star. Uh-oh. Joy. Alright, what are you? Sidewinder. No big deal. Jump.
Jumping to light speed.
Charging.
We're about to get interdicted. Yep. Alright, submitting.
Under attack.
Deploy chaff.
Deploying chaff.
Deploy chaff.
Deploying chaff.
Deploy chaff.
Deploying chaff.
Come on. Deploy chaff.
Deploying chaff.
Deploy chaff.
Module malfunction.
Deploying chaff.
Thrusters are messed up now. Great.
Module malfunction.
Power plant capacity
What?
exceeded. Thrusters offline.
Thrusters online.
Jump.
Jumping to light speed.
Charging.
Chaff. Deploy chaff. Come on. 71%. I'm still good. Whew, that was a close one. I don't think he likes me. Navigation. Probably should have done the dropout trick first. That would have been better. Alright, let's see what got damaged. Thrusters, 49%, frame shift, 98, 99, 63, power, my power plant got hit, that's what it was. Alright, well, let's get some more power to the power plant just in case. Okay, coming in on Vonarburg Port. Vonarburg. Well, when you're hauling like 6 million in palladium, I'm pretty sure you're a pretty juicy target. Disengage.
Disengaging jump.
Oh, yeah, right on the front. So I used some chaff, I took some damage, but I got here safe. That's what matters. Dock.
Contacting starport control.
Docking request granted.
And
Docking
we're down.
successful. Engines disengaged.
Reload that. 500,000 credit repair bill. Dang it. This better be worth the trip. So I 764,000 credits, you know, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. It's probably the most I've made on any trade run so far. So that's good. So if I was making 800 at the other one and 1,400, yeah, I'm making about 500,000 per run. So it's a million credits per run. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. So yeah, I made like 200,000 credits that run. Fantastic. What ships do they have for sale? Python. I could buy a Python. But I think the Python to set up for all the gear that it needs is more than the amount of credits I want to pull into it. Because I think my fitting that I had planned was like 160 million. And I have, let's see, 65 million. But that'll have to wait to another episode. Until then, this is Minnie, signing out.